Before we get into this important topic, I do want to introduce you to somebody, okay? Because this gal, when she came to the academy, was not diabetic. She's not diabetic. So when she went to the doctor, and we had her do her blood lab, she came into the academy because she was unable to lose weight and very frustrated, and you're going to hear from her. But she wasn't diagnosed as having prediabetes or being diabetic, but she was having a freaking difficult time losing weight. So I want you to meet Rhonda. Rhonda is amazing. I am going to bring her on right now. We're going to chat, and you get to meet Rhonda. And I am going to show you her amazing results here as soon as we can get her on. Hi, Rhonda. Okay, so we have to unmute. There you go.
Hello.
Hi. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. I love that you're in your car. You must be like taking your kids somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to talk to you, and I'm really excited for the girls to meet you because I think a lot of times the women that join the academy, or what people think is that the only women that ever join the academy are women that have diabetes, right? And you know, I say this a lot, but most of the time when people join the academy and don't have diabetes, we end up finding out they do have prediabetes with their labs. But with you, it was the opposite. You don't have prediabetes, you don't have insulin resistance, but you were totally unable to lose weight, right? Is that what your
Correct.
story was? Yeah, so
Correct.
tell us a little bit about that. Tell us what was going on and why you were so frustrated and all of that.
Okay. Yeah, for like the last 3.5 years, I've been putting on weight and tried almost every diet under the sun and just not being able to lose any weight. And I have a friend that was in your program, and I asked her, I said, "What are you doing? I need to get on board." And it was the best decision I ever made because I've
Yeah.
lost.
So did you did you try a lot of different things to try to lose weight? Have you tried
Yes.
different workout, different diets, different supplements? What kind of things? You don't have to go into detail, but how many
Okay.
things did you try? Like, and
I
it
did.
just wasn't working?
Right. I did like Weight Watchers, the whole 30. Tried fasting on my own, but quickly learned I was not doing it correctly once I joined the academy. So, yeah, and it just was, and I even thought it was because I maybe hormonal, um,
Yeah.
thinking about that, and it just was not coming off. And then, exercising and stuff
Yeah.
also wasn't working either. So,
And how frustrating is that? Were you just at your wit's end and frustrated?
yeah, because I was at my heaviest when I joined in my life outside of being pregnant, and just feeling miserable, not liking myself. And now I like the way my clothes fit. And
That's so awesome. So let me share my screen, and I want to just I want to share the results with the world because, like I said, when you joined the academy, you were not pre-diabetic, but you had some hormone imbalances and your hormones were off. This was your issue, right? And just in 3 months, you lost 30 pounds. You're down 18 some inches, and you're down 4 dress sizes. I
yes.
mean, and by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but I went back and looked at your top 3 goals, and your top 3 goals when you joined the academy was to lose weight, muscle tone, and better sleep. How are those 3 goals going for you so far?
Great. Great. I'm sleeping much better. That's been a huge plus. The weight loss has been great, and I'm working on the muscle toning.
So I mean, were you just blown away at how fast you were able to lose weight once you started implementing the right protocol for your body type? Were you kind of blown away? I mean, what was going on? What were you thinking?
Well, in the very beginning, I was like, getting through that first 2 weeks was a struggle, and I thought, well, I got to put the work in and get through that, and trust. I put my faith in you and trusted that you said it's not easy, and it wasn't. But now it's a piece of cake. I mean, it's been really good. Not hungry, and it's become my new lifestyle.
Yeah, and besides being, frustrated with being overweight, you had really bad cravings.
Yes, I
especially at
would.
night, right?
At night, yes, I would be the one sitting up eating from 8 to midnight. I would eat whatever was really sweet because I liked like donuts and that type of thing. Yeah, I would eat pretty much in the evenings.
And when you have those cravings, it's impossible to not succumb to them. I mean,
Right.
when your hormones are out of balance and you have all those cravings, it's really hard because you have to use all willpower. It's really hard to say, "Oh, I'm just not going to have it," when the desire is there. So, how are your cravings now?
I don't crave anything, which is amazing. I can't believe it. I'm just baffled that I just don't crave anything. I can walk by the kids having a donut or smell French fries, and I'm not even tempted at all. So it's awesome.
Isn't it crazy? And I know there's going to be people who watch this thinking, "Yeah, right," because I've never been able to do that. But you were one of those people. You were one of those people that said, "I don't know." In fact, I remember the first couple weeks inside the academy during our coaching calls. You're like, "Terry, I am really struggling here." I'm like, "Girl, you just got to give it time.
Yep.
This is not does not happen overnight, right?"
Right.
And you are living proof that one, when you get your hormones and you right or balanced,
Mhm.
and when you follow the protocol, you're able to lose weight pretty easily. I mean, it was pretty easy for you, wasn't it?
It was. I was surprised how it just, and I wasn't really even exercising at all. The weight was just coming off. Every month there was 10 pounds here, the next 10 pounds and 10 pounds. I'm like, wow, I, I'm so amazed.
And then to be able to not have those cravings too, and
Right.
it's just freeing because that constant like wanting to eat and having that relationship with food. Can we talk a little bit about that too? I mean, I think there's a couple things that are combined when we have cravings, because when we have cravings and our hormones are off, we also have a mindset, and we also have these things in our mind that food becomes kind of like a little bit of an addiction, and we're thinking, and what I mean by that is we're thinking about food all the time, and that's just not healthy for us, and it doesn't serve us because
Mhm.
we're always thinking about food, and then we're stressed about our weight, and when we're stressed, that doesn't help with the hormones. So talk a little bit about how that whole mind shift has really helped you.
Yeah. I since I don't have the cravings, the food is not on my mind anymore like it used to be. Like I'd always think, oh, what am I gonna have for lunch? What am I gonna have for dinner? Well, now that I don't have the cravings, um, I'm like, oh, well, I'll have something healthy. It's just not present in your mind anymore because I'm mindful of what I'm eating. And because the cravings aren't there, making healthy choices.
Yeah. And like I said early on, when you become fat adapted, which you're pretty close,
Hmm.
when you become that fat adapted, it's such a relief, and it feels so good, doesn't it?
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
doesn't it feel good to be walking around 30 pounds lighter and down 4 dress sizes
absolutely.
when you were up to this point just like unable to even get a pound off? I mean,
Hmm.
you must be so proud of yourself, girl.
I am very proud of myself. And
Yeah.
people notice, everybody's noticing, like, oh my gosh, you look so good. And I'm like, okay, this is what you need to do.
And the last thing I'll ask you too is that, inside the academy, we do a lot of teaching, and we do a process. And like you said initially on your interview, that, you have to learn how to fast correctly, or it's going to
Right.
backfire on you. And you obviously said that has done that. And now that you've learned, and
Hmm.
we're gonna continue to keep learning and continue to
Right.
keep growing, but now that you've got the process down, and you have a structure, and you have the academy to be able to guide you, are you concerned that you're not going to get to your goal, or are you concerned that you're maybe going to gain your weight back? Talk a little bit about that.
I'm not concerned at all because the support system that is offered through the academy is amazing. Made some really good friends and, support each other. And I trust the program. I trust that I'm doing the right things to get where I need to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I thank you for sharing your story. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
really am. And mainly, I'm just really happy for you because I remember you and this, again, you guys, this was just 3 months ago. I mean,
Hmm.
these ladies have heard me, interview women that have been in this 6, 8, 9 months, but you've only been here 3 months, and look what you've done. And I'm just so happy for you because I know I see such a change just in your energy and
Mhm.
your mental energy and your physical energy, and just you seem so much happier, and
Right.
rightfully so. You know, your body's changing, your hormones. When your hormones are out of whack, we just don't feel good, right?
Right.
So thank you for your story. We're going to talk now. I'm going to talk to all these girls about hormones. We're going to talk kind of exactly how you were able to change them. And we're going to talk about the 4 main hormones that did that. So any last words you want to say to these girls, especially the women that might be on the fence about joining us in the sisterhood?
Don't wait. Join, because you won't regret it. You won't. Trust me. You got to put your faith into Terry and the ladies in the group, because we all support each other, and it's amazing. Truly amazing. So,
Mm. Mwah. Well, you have an amazing rest of your day. You look
thank
beautiful,
you.
by the way. Red's your
Thanks,
color,
Terry.
girl. Red is your color. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you later. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks. Bye
Okay.
bye.